Good evening and welcome to our Facebook Live this evening. My name is Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. If you're joining live, then do say hi. Let me know that you're watching. It's always nice to know who's with us. If you're watching on replay or catch up, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube, then don't hesitate to ask any questions or leave any comments if you catch me on there. So good evening, Katie, and welcome to you. So all week we've been doing a little bit of mix and match, mixing up different stamp sets and dies, just to make some different cards really. And this evening I've chosen two different colourways. One is autumnal, so I've got cherry cobbler and crushed curry from our Regal set, and a piece of our basic white. And then for a spring version I've got melon mambo, granny apple green, and again some basic white. So I'm going to be using the same stamp sets but hope to get quite a different look depending on the colour choice. I've got some layers here for the inside. So let's start with the autumn one and let me show you the stamp sets I've got out. I have put some of the stamps ready on the blocks. So we have Positive Thoughts. All three of these are cling mount stamps, so these would have appeared in the sale recently. So Positive Thoughts has this lovely maidenhair fern stamp. It's got a distinctive flower, a pretty butterfly, a feather, a little bit of ornamentation going on here, and then three sentiments. Sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes is a lovely one, as is friends like you mean more every year. And then we have hugs, prayers, love up here on the right hand side. So there's one. From Forever Fern, I'm probably only going to be using this little set of dots. It was the first set of dots that I could see. That's not to say that I won't introduce these, but at the moment that is the plan. And then another one of my favourites is Very Versailles, that has this text perfect for a background. It has these soft leaves. We've got a little thank you, we've got have a beautiful day, always thinking of you, and then two ornamental elements. This one here that fits thank you inside, and then this little sort of border. So let us get cracking this evening. So I'm going to start with the text, and I always seem to manage this text when I stamp this, it always seems to be stamped on the slant, so hopefully I put it on lined up with the edge of the block. So I'm hoping if I keep the block straight it will work. So these are my base colours, crushed curry and cherry cobbler. And the ink pads I've got out, I've got Cajun Craze, crushed curry and cherry cobbler ink pads. I've run out of Cajun Craze cardstock, which is why I introduced the cherry cobbler. So we'll see how that goes, and I might use actually a little bit of soft suede to get this started. So this is going to be a collage type card where you're stamping over and just sort of positioning it around the card. So I'm going to start with the text, I think. So I hope everybody's had a good day. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this bottom left hand side. And as I say, I've got my card roughly lined up on my grid paper, and I'm just going to have this text element just going off to the left, barely, but just. Hi Carol, I hope you're well. Nice to have you catch us live. Thank you for your email and nice comments recently. Okay, so there is that lovely script. Let me just clean that off. Okay, and now I want to use this maidenhair fern. Now I could actually have that script all the way up here, or I might put a sentiment up there, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to start with the maidenhair fern, and I think I'm going to have that sort of coming across, and I think I'm going to do that in very I think Cajun Craze, and then I can add in my butterfly in Cherry Cobbler. This is a very well used ink pad. Can't believe it's Friday tomorrow. We've got a busy, well, I've had a busy week and a busy weekend ahead, so it's our Let's Get Creative one-day event that I run with two of my fabulous team members. So we've got that all day Saturday, so we set up on Friday night. There we go, so there's that maidenhair fern. Just really soft, isn't it? Clean that off, and then let's add in this butterfly. Could be a moth, of course, if you did it in browns and things like that. Let's have a look and see how this stamps. Okay, it's a little bit light, but that's okay because I'm going to add some Winker Stella to it. So you can see that. So pretty. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp some more of this text, but I'm not going to line it right the way up. I'm going to have it a little bit further over on the left, so that if I don't line it up properly it won't matter, because obviously it's a cling stamp, so it's slightly more tricky to see where it goes. And I don't want it to cut the card in half either. So all I'm going to do is keep this straight, hopefully, and then try and keep my block straight. So I'm just going to bring this up and to the left. I'm going to bring that a little bit further over, like so. There we go. I didn't want it sort of cutting it in half too much. Okay, and let's add some dots, and I think I'm just going to use the soft suede and add a few dots around. Yes, Cassie. Got something to say for yourself? Okay, so I'm going to put some dots in those little gaps there, and maybe up here. So if I bring that up so. And what I might do is have this off the bottom as well. And I did that in Cajun Craze, didn't I? There we go. Because that's a little bit sort of in the middle of nowhere. So I just want to attach it really to this piece here. So just placing that there on the right hand side. Okay. Now to soften this butterfly, I'm going to take my Winker Stella and just run it over the butterfly, because I know it'll make that little bit of ink run, which is fine because it's colouring it in at the same time. So, and I'm blending out from the middle section where that body is, like so. And I might do a few bits on some of the leaves. There we go. And if you do that, make sure you clean off the tip of your Winker Stella, because obviously it will pick up some of the ink. So, oh, it looks like it's frozen. Maybe it will come back. Let me know if you're still watching. Let me just, it may be just on my phone. So okay, I'm just going to wait and see if this comes back. And while I do that, I'm just going to use a little bit of my blending brush. And this is yellow. So I'm going to use my crushed curry to blend that around the edges. Let's see if this comes back. Oh, thank you, Katie. Hopefully it will come back. It's well ahead on my screen, I think, compared to where you are. So I'm just bringing in a little bit of this crushed curry to soften the edge of this card. And I'll also add a sentiment. So it's quite subtle. I'm not sure how much of this you will pick up on the camera. So there we go. Okay, now it looks like it's stopped again, so what I am going to do, if I don't get any comments, is I will finish this one, stop, and then restart. Not quite sure what's occurring. There we go. wonder, could put, no, could put some of that on, but I don't think it needs it. So here are my 2 layers. I've got cherry cobbler and then onto crushed curry. So I'm just going to layer this up. And put that one on there. Like so. And that goes onto there. Onto my crushed curry card. So, and then I'll add a little bit of bling, and I might just put this on the inside as well. I'm going to use a cherry cobbler for that. Just seeing if it thinks we're still live. I don't think it does. Okay, let's pop this across this corner. Like so. There we go. And I might just put hello in there, like this. Try and get it roughly level. There we go. I'll put that underneath there, and I think I'm going to do that in early espresso. I can tell it's not live anymore, but hopefully it will save it enough for me to upload it. Fingers crossed. Okay, there's my hello, and I'm going to put one of these on the inside, whichever one comes first. Obviously I could put a piece of white in there as well if I wanted to, but I'm happy just to stamp on the inside because it's quite a light card. Just pop this in like so. Friends like you mean more every year, and then just add a few dots around. There we go. Okay, so there's my finished card. I'm not sure if you can see the shine on that butterfly, and I'm going to stop it at this point and then restart with my other card, so we have a better chance of having an audience. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you shortly. Thank you. Bye for now.